30 days sounds short until you realize. A lot of people stay stuck for 30 years doing the same routines and expecting a different life. And what shocked me is that my life started changing in the first week, when I tried an experiment that most people are too distracted to finish. A cold Monday morning in Chicago, the kind where the wind hits your face like reality. I was standing outside a coffee shop near the train line watching people rush to work, half awake, scrolling their phones. And I had this heavy feeling that my days were repeating like a movie on loop. Wake up, rush, work, scroll, sleep, repeat. And I wondered how many people secretly feel the same. So I made a deal with myself for 30 days. I would follow 20 simple habits, not extreme. Not motivational poster type habits, but small actions that real people can do. Even with jobs, bills, and responsibilities, and I promised I would not chase perfection. Only consistency, and what happened surprised me and the people around me. The reason you should listen is because most advice online sounds good, but rarely shows what daily life actually looks like when you try to change. This is not a fantasy routine. This is what worked while living in real cities, dealing with real stress and real distractions. And if you stay with me, you will see which habits created the biggest shift. The first habit was waking up 1 hour earlier than usual, not 5 hours, not some crazy schedule. Just 1 hour research from Sleep Foundation shows consistent wake times improve mood and focus, and that extra hour became quiet time before the world got loud in Seattle, where I traveled that month. I used that hour to sit near the window with tea and plan the day, and it felt like getting a head start on life. The second habit was making my bed every morning, which sounds tiny, but a study often cited from the National Sleep Foundation connects small morning tasks with higher productivity, and the act of finishing one task early created momentum like a mental win before leaving the house. The third habit was a daily walk, even if short, sometimes around a block in Boston, sometimes along a river in Denver. Walking cleared my head, and studies from Stanford found walking can boost creative thinking. And many of my best ideas came while moving, not sitting. The fourth habit was drinking more water instead of sugary drinks, simple but powerful. Dehydration affects energy and focus, and carrying a water bottle in places like New York subways or Toronto streets made me more aware of my choices. The fifth habit was reading 10 pages a day, not hours, just 10 pages on trains and cafes in waiting rooms. And over 30 days, that became 300 pages, which is more than many people read in months, and it quietly upgraded my knowledge. The sixth habit was writing a short journal at night, just a few lines about what happened and how I felt. Psychologists say expressive writing can reduce stress, and it also helped me notice patterns in my behavior. The seventh habit was daily movement, some days push-ups in a hotel room, some days a quick gym session in Los Angeles. Nothing fancy, but consistent. And the American Heart Association highlights how regular activity supports both body and mind. The eighth habit was limiting social media to a set time, because the average adult spends hours scrolling, and when I reduced it, I suddenly found extra time that I thought I never had. The ninth habit was one healthy meal a day, even if the rest were normal meals. One intentional choice, like a salad in San Diego or home-cooked food in a friend's place in Austin. And over time, cravings started changing. The 11th habit was practicing gratitude by naming 3 things daily, which felt awkward at first, but studies in positive psychology link gratitude with higher well-being, and slowly my focus shifted from what is missing to what is present. The 12th habit was talking to one new person when possible, like a barista in Portland or a co-worker in Atlanta. Small conversations built confidence and social comfort. The 13th habit was setting a daily priority instead of a huge to-do list, choosing one important task and finishing it, which reduced overwhelm and increased satisfaction. The 14th habit was cleaning my space for 10 minutes a day, because clutter affects mental clarity, and walking into a tidy room in the evening felt calming. The 15th habit was listening to educational audio during commutes, turning drive time in places like Dallas highways into learning time. The 16th habit was stretching before sleep, which improved relaxation and helped with better rest. The 17th habit was tracking expenses daily, which made me more conscious about money, and many financial advisors emphasize awareness as the first step to control. The 18th habit was saying no to things that drained energy, which created space for better commitments. The 19th habit was visualizing goals for a few minutes, imagining future scenarios in detail, which athletes and performers often use to enhance performance. The 20th habit was a weekly reflection every Sunday, asking what worked, what did not, and what to adjust. And this turned random effort into a system. Now, the problem most people face is not lack of knowledge, but inconsistency. Life gets busy, motivation drops, weather changes, moods shift, and in week 2, I felt resistance in Miami heat when all I wanted was to relax. But the rule was simple: never miss twice. If I slipped one day, I returned the next, and that rule saved the challenge. Around day 15, something interesting happened. My mind felt clearer, my energy more stable, and a friend in New York even asked why I looked more focused. I had not told many people about the challenge, but the habits were quietly showing results. A real-life example that inspired me was a man I met in a hostel in Colorado who rebuilt his life after losing a job. He said he focused on small routines instead of big dreams, and within a year, he was healthier and working again. His story reminded me that progress is built daily. The exploration phase taught me that habits stack. When you do one good action, it becomes easier to do another, like a domino effect, and behavioral science supports this. Through the concept of habit stacking, linking new behaviors to existing ones. The development phase was about identity. I stopped saying, "I'm trying to improve," and started thinking, "I am a person who takes care of my life and identity." Base change is powerful because actions follow self-image. The climax came on day 30 in a quiet park in Vancouver, sitting on a bench looking at mountains and realizing my life was not magically different, but I was different, calmer, more disciplined, more aware, and that version of me could create a better future. And that was the real transformation. The biggest lesson is that none of these habits alone is life-changing, but together they shift your direction. Like adjusting the angle of a plane slightly and ending in a different destination years later. If you feel stuck, overwhelmed, or behind, understand that change does not require a new city, a new job, or a new personality. It starts with small promises kept to yourself daily. And the confidence from keeping those promises builds momentum. 30 days will pass anyway. The question is whether you will repeat old patterns or test new ones. Because ordinary routines create ordinary lives, and intentional routines create intentional lives. So the summary is simple: wake a bit earlier, move your body, learn daily, reduce distractions, reflect, often choose priorities, practice gratitude, manage money, protect energy, and stay consistent even when motivation fades, because discipline carries you when feelings do not. If a regular person moving through cities dealing with normal struggles can shift their life with small habits, then you can too, and the best time to start is the next morning, not next year. Watch the next video to see the simple daily system that keeps these habits running on autopilot.